All right, welcome in everybody. Welcome to Retrobit Gaming stream for today. And what are we doing today? We are actually going to be playing and showcasing the newest Genesis release from Retrobit, which is a combination of two games from Renovation Products, aka Wolfteam. They are releasing El Viento and Sol-Deace, one of which is one of my favorite games. I am G, also known as G to the next level, and joining with me is...
Hi, I'm Andy from Retrobit. Glad to be here for this new stream of two games once again, but this time not sequels to each other.
Right.
A little related to each other.
Right, exactly. Yeah, there are two wonderful games that were put up by an outstanding development team, many of which have kind of fallen through the cracks as far as history goes for Genesis. It's like they were real gems, so to speak, but only like a handful. So it's wonderful that Retrobit got a hold of these and re-released these for a larger audience, especially over in Europe, who didn't get one of these games. Well, actually, correct me if I'm wrong on this, Andy. I know El Viento did not. Did Sol-Deace get a PAL release or no?
It was actually the other way around. El Viento got a French-only release of the Sega Genesis version.
Okay.
The only difference being that it had a French manual, but everything was the North American version.
Awesome. Okay, cool. So then, yeah, I guess go ahead and let everybody know a little bit more about it, Andy, and then we'll do the unboxing, and then we'll get started with the games.
Yeah, sure. So first up is El Viento. It's on pre-orders right now. All pre-orders will be closing on Sunday night. But yeah, this is El Viento. This is the release. We kind of have now done, almost like a dozen Genesis releases. So we now use a slipcover for the single releases. As you can see, the beautiful artwork by, what's his name? Kazutoshi Yamane, who would end up being a manga artist right after working on Arcus, El Viento, some other pencil work on some other titles. But he did work with Wolfteam for a while. And then there's the North American slipcover, which we don't know who the artist is. But yes, you have a two-sided what do you call it, artwork inlet for the box itself. So on one side it's the North American box art, which is the red with the very 80s looking characters. And then on the other side you have the Japanese artwork, which is much more vibrant. Not saying one is better than the other. Some people like the classic NA look, others like the manga style for the Japanese release. They're both great. They're both here, so you'll get both of them.
I personally am a fan of both of them myself. There's just something about the American box art, because there's so many games that came out in the Genesis era that the Japanese box art doesn't have any sort of correlation to the American one. Even though the style is radically different, this one still fits the theme. I think, and I have a soft spot for it. Don't get me wrong, I still prefer the Japanese art, but I have a soft spot for this though.
Yeah, definitely. And it just kind of reminds me, because this one has, mobsters on it. When we did our release for Vengeance Spirit, we're not using that artwork.
All right, and then on the inside, so check out the cart. So this is the cart that it comes with. So yeah, it comes in a clear pink shell. Absolutely beautiful card. Awesome artwork, complete with the metallic letters, just like it did on the cover. And even though it's like nice, little tiny spoiler, we might see him today in the stream of another character that pops up later on in the game. So I always love how whenever you all do these re-releases, Retrobit, I love the little touch that you put on the back art. like on the back of the cartridge. I always love these little small touches. So very cool.
And yeah, just a little side note, these are near final product samples, so a lot of the gloss or matte on the labels and the centering is a little off, but that's because we did them by hand. But for the most part, this is what it's going to be looking close to final artwork. And the board inside is obviously not the same board that we'll be playing today.
Right.
But there will be some detailing on that and the specific color that we'll use for that as well.
And then the manual will also be a full translated replicated manual, right?
With all the manuals, we sort of do our best to redo them for not only just for like sizing and purposes, like, you know, old school instruction manuals might be like 16 pages long, and then we'd have to double that because we're going to translate into Japanese.
Right.
So sometimes we got to smoosh things in, sometimes we got to expand some of them. We're lucky that we have samples of the original manuals, both Japanese and North America, so it's kind of like looking at the Japanese one and the North American one and combining the best of both, making sure that it serves both the story, what the players want to read, and also obviously the instructions themselves.
Oh yeah, definitely. And I know as somebody who, because I own both original carts, I have both the Genesis and the Japanese release, and I can tell it's like this is really, really well done from what I can see from y'all. And then of course, one of my personal things that you've added to it, oops, let me not cover up the logo. There we go.
Yeah.
Like one of my personal favorite things you've added to it, the certificate of authenticity. So now of course the ones that come in the box are going to be individually numbered. But yeah, very cool. Very cool.
Yep, definitely. What was I gonna say as well? Yeah, the instruction manual. There's a lot of artwork as well in both instruction manuals too. And
Beautiful
our
artwork
team
too.
is working on, you know, bringing those back to life.
And you can see even in the gameplay reel and the intro that you see from here, just I love and adore the art style. Now, when I was a kid growing up and I saw this game on the rental shelf, like just seeing this art just immediately drew my attention. That and another game that you all recently re-released, Valis. So there's a definite correlation with young G in this game, and I'll tell more about my particular and why this is one of my favorite games of all time. But we'll talk about that once we get more into the game. So, but yeah, that's what comes in the box for the El Viento one. Now, do you want to, Andy? Do you want to go ahead and save the unboxing for Sol-Deace once we get to it, or do you want to go ahead and do that now?
Yeah, we can wait till we get to Sol-Deace.
Okay, perfect. So El Viento is the opening act today. So as you might have seen, the short form of the story is that Annette is a Peruvian sorceress in New York City in the 1920s, and basically has to stop the resurrection of an ancient god, all while fighting mobsters while traveling the United States. It's as crazy as it sounds, and it is absolutely just a memorable, wonderful little game. So yeah.
It has a lot of unique mechanics to it that you didn't really see at the time.
Definitely. And hi to everybody in the chat as well. So anybody who's been familiar with my stream, and I see that quite a few familiar faces in the chat, y'all know how much I love this game. So I know this, like a lot of this game, like basically backwards and forwards, and it's incredible. I mean, the graphics and the style, the Motoi Sakuraba soundtrack, like it's a wonderful game, but it's tough. So yes. I'll guide you through it all. Yeah, it's awesome. So here's the net. So your main basic weapons that you have are boomerangs. And you start off with 2 boomerangs that will come back to you. And then if you notice on the top right side, there's also magical powers that you get. Right now, we only have a fireball. But as we go through the game, we'll get more. And notice how slowly it charges. The more experience that you get through the game, the quicker it will charge and the more times you can use your shot. Right now, we can only use it once. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, I'm playing on original hardware. I'm playing on a Genesis, and I'm also using Retrobit's own wireless Big 6 controller. So yeah, this is excellent controller. I love it.
Thank you.
So all right, let's do it. So as you're going through, also there's one other little kit that whenever I see people play this game, notice how I ran just now. You can also do sort of a Naruto style run by holding crouch and pressing the jump button repeatedly. That will really come in handy later on.
Yeah, it's actually necessary if I remember on a couple of the end stages.
Oh yeah, especially in stage 2. You will need it in stage 2. But notice, yeah, there's health right there, but we're not gonna get it just yet. And if you've never seen this before, oh yeah, there's lots of explosions. Lots and lots of explosions. It's crazy.
Everything explodes. Even people explode.
Yep, everything explodes. So I hope you like explosions. No, you ain't getting away. So you can continue to just move through the game, but if there's one other trick, so I'll let y'all know a few. I'm not gonna give away all the secrets of the game because you should really go through it yourself. But one of the best things that I always don't really see people do whenever they play this game is take out most of the enemies. It's so important because if you notice, like my experience meter is going up with every enemy that we take out. So while you might be tempted to just survive, no. In order to make the game even easier later on, it's a nice little trick right there. Be sure to take out your enemies, especially the ones here throwing stuff down. I see so many people miss those. They're easy enemies to take out, and they give you easy experience. But yeah, the controller is awesome. All right, and wait for it. Bam. Now, the bear also gives you experience, but I don't want to miss the health.
That's cool.
You don't throw the Winnie the Pooh dolls if you stand and watch, right? The Winnie the Pooh dolls give you points and experience. Oh, wow. Okay, I did not mean to trigger that, but that's okay.
That's a huge one.
Because I normally like to take it slow right here, but I didn't mean to trigger the second car.
This is one of those occasions where the screen slowdown from explosions is actually pretty cool.
It helps you. There we go. Yeah, just so many little details that this game has. And if anybody's ever played any of the Wolfteam games, like you immediately, they all have a unique kind of kitsch and charm to them. There's some cases that are just like, it almost feels like they really were trying to, I'm not gonna say prove a point, but they really just wanted to show off. That's the word I'm thinking of. They really wanted to show off what they could do on the Genesis. And there's a lot of times they'll use like rotational effects, graphical effects, pixelized effects, stuff that a lot of developers, I think at the time, weren't really either familiar with the Genesis or Mega Drive. They weren't really familiar with the Mega Drive at that point, or just didn't have the ability to do. And Wolfteam took the chance on it.
Yep.
And it's great. Telenet does that as well, but Wolfteam really, really nails it for the most part. All right, boss time.
Tank time. Now, I'm not really worried about, see, notice how I'm not really worried about, like, losing health right here. Because once you get to here, it's easy. There we go. Nice.
And then you get to see the anime cutscenes. Long time no see, Annette. Vincent DeMarco, it's you who are helping Hestura's followers. Hestura being the god that they're trying to resurrect. You're doing it for the money. Come off, you'll get into a mess of trouble. It's just so very, like, 90s anime. And I have a soft spot for 90s anime. Like, for 90s kitsch. Also, the, Andy, do you want to talk about the, I guess the history behind Vincent DeMarco? Or I guess really what you could talk about with Vincent DeMarco's role in the game so much. Also, we're in Mount Rushmore now. So yeah, we're traveling in the United States.
Yeah. So as far as like the characters go, at least in the Japanese version, Vincent DeMarco was actually Al Capone.
Yep.
But for obvious reasons, they had to change it in North America. The only other change being he's not smoking cigars in this version, whereas in the Japanese one, he just has a
right and
cigar.
And that's in all US versions, not just the Retrobit version. They're all like that.
Cool. We didn't revert it. We just left it as it is. I mean, if it was a gameplay thing, we might look into it, but it suffices, and it's most of the majority of players who play the game before that's what they were familiar with.
Yep.
But yeah, Vincent DeMarco, as far as the story is concerned, he's kind of plays a semi-neutral role, and he's more related, not related. He's more a rival to Ernest Evans, which is the semi-prequel, semi-sequel. We're not really too sure. Originally released on the Sega CD in Japan, then they got ported to the Genesis after El Viento released in North America. So you miss out on a little bit of the story from the Ernest Evans game if you put it on the Genesis, the North American cartridge, versus the Japanese Sega CD release. But yeah, he's more of a rival for Ernest Evans. They're both like kind of flying around trying to get these artifacts. Ernest Evans being more like an Indiana Jones style character, but less less of a Lost Ark and more of Temple of Doom kind of Indiana Jones.
Yep. Or what my friends and I always call him Bishonen Indiana Jones. Because he kind of is.
More into the mysticism rather than the adventuring stuff. But in that adventure, that's where he discovers Annette. So that's where they got to know each other. But yeah, Vincent kind of just like sticks his nose in this plot. He's kind of like the main antagonist for a little bit, but that will change as the story goes on.
Yep. Now watch right here. Remember when I was talking about the Naruto run, or basically the run dash? This is where you get familiar with it if you don't know, because otherwise you could die real quick right there. Another thing a lot of people miss. And right here, a very crucial part. So for those who are watching, pay attention right here, because this is an easily missable add-on for the game, or an extra for the game that makes things tremendously easier, that if you don't pick it up, you need it. A third boomerang. There we go. Many times I've missed that jump back. If you miss that jump back, you basically have to kind of climb your way out of the spikes.
Yep.
And that's not fun. All right, here we go. Let's go. Ah, nope. See, you have to time it just right.
Dang.
It's okay. It's all right. We got enough health. We'll be fine. Because especially like with the boss fight, there are health packs hidden here. And you can let her get through it and find it yourself. See?
This is Restiana, if I remember correctly.
Yes, Restiana. She's the character that they're trying to use as a sacrifice. Ooh. Okay, yeah, I played very sloppily right there, but we got it. But if y'all notice, who's been watching, if you notice my health bar has gotten bigger, just because of the experience points. Yep. So I love the fact that right in this cutscene right here, you see Mount Rushmore in the background. Again, just looking at just how wonderful the art is on this. Yeah, no, that's true. That's true. That any game with spikes that aren't immediately lethal is a good thing. No, I definitely agree with that. This game doesn't have Mega Man logic, thank goodness.
On the flip side, you only get one life.
That's true. You only get one life and 3 continues. That's it. So I have, like I said, I'm playing a little off today, which is good. It's okay because like I love y'all, but it's I have done a deathless run on this before, and I love this game so much. And I'm so happy that y'all are re-releasing it so more people can get their hands on it. Because for those who don't know, this game commands, like an official copy, like the original releases of this game, command a very high price point. And so it's great that we actually get a new official release.
I think the Japanese ones go for a complete one, what, 200-ish, and North America complete ones go for like 300 almost.
I believe it's beyond that now. I think it's closer to 400 now. I know at the last convention I was at last weekend, I found a few vendors that were selling it, and they were wanting 400. I was like, oof. But I've had my copy since childhood, and so I'm definitely thrilled to have this in my collection now too. There we go.
Are those little guys that pop out of the vats, are those like workers or something?
I'm assuming they're workers, but I'm not really sure because they're so tiny.
Yeah. It makes me wonder, are they like little, you know, vertically impaired people, or are they children?
I'm not sure. That's a good question, honestly. There we go. Because otherwise, it's good to do this here. Because these enemies take a long time to take out. There we go. Everything explodes. And then once again, Motoi Sakuraba's incredible soundtrack. Oh, these gems right here. I forgot to talk about that in the last stage. They're point multipliers.
Yes.
So experience multipliers, basically. And you gotta watch out for the rats, though, because the rats do not give you experience. So it's not worth sitting and taking them out. The fish do, though. Oh, I went too far. But right here is where you'll need to learn how to run. Because those rats will catch up to you quick.
Oh gosh.
There we go. Hey, welcome in, Hunger Gorilla. But yeah, between this and Valis, Edia is just they're doing a tremendous job. And you know, his partnership with Edia is also doing a tremendous job too, because again, these are some of my favorite games I grew up with. I'm a huge fan of Wolfteam, Renovation, and Telenet. So I also have a couple of the other releases too that came out for this game. I have Ernest Evans on both Sega CD and the Genesis release as well.
Yeah, that Sega CD costs a pretty penny now, I think.
I think so. Come on. That's why I was waiting. Also, the boomerangs have homing capabilities too. Another thing that maybe you might not have noticed. But yeah, they have homing capabilities as well. Oh, here we go. One of my favorite enemies in the game, because again, look at how it simulates like a rotational effect. Something that you wouldn't think a Genesis could do without like the Mode 7 capabilities of the Super Nintendo.
Right.
But this game did it. And considering how early of a release it was too.
Yeah, this is what, 1990?
Yep.
91? I'll check that.
And power number 2. And one of my favorite aspects of this game too.
Oh, the water one?
Yep. We use water to put out fires. The fires explode. I love it. I love it. Okay, boss time. So this is another boss I see so many people die on. I'll show you all a trick. I always see people miss. Use your water ability. Because the water abilities will take out the green cells when they hit down at the bottom. Or at least take a good chunk of it anyway. Yep, see? One's down already. Oops. There we go. Ah. That's no water. Because the thing is that if you hit the cube, if you hit it a little too far, when it revolves back at you, it can hurt you and cause damage. So rather than waste your time on that one trying to hit the other 2 cells, wait until you only have the orange cell left. There we go.
Nice.
Now, Henry, the main guy too. He actually reminded me because I swear there was somebody that was one of my dad's friends that grew up. And he always wore like this big black trench coat. He reminded me so much of Henry. It wasn't even funny when I was a kid. Yeah, like I said, I grew up with this one a lot. Yeah, between this, Arcus Odyssey, and Valis. I remember renting all 3 of these at the rental store like back in the day, but El Viento is the one that once I played it, and I couldn't beat it when I rented it as a kid, but when I bought it and I just played it, and now I can't tell you, I can probably easily say that I've beaten this game. The only other game on the Genesis I think I've played through more often than this game is Streets of Rage 2. Like, I think so. Other than that, now those in the chat who've been in my streams, if you know what's about to happen next, you're gonna see one thing that scared young G to the youngest degree. We're about to ride a dolphin.
Is it a dolphin or a shark?
I think it's a dolphin. Well, actually, no, maybe it is a shark. You're right. It might be a shark, but it looks like a friendly dolphin.
It has big old friendly eyes,
But it might be a shark. And here we go. Ah, yep. So, the giant octopus, which may or may not be Cthulhu, not confirmed, but that scared the daylights out of me when I was a kid. Seeing that giant pixelated octopus with its tentacles like wriggling at you, and then it just explodes into one little tiny explosion. And the parallax scrolling of the water, it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. All right, power number 3, wind.
Oh yeah.
And here, your favorite? Nice. My favorite still hasn't come up yet. But this is the stage where, remember how you were talking about how you will need to use the running capability later on? This is the stage where you really need it, because a lot of times that's your only way to avoid the spikes. Like that. See, I messed up right there, but there we go. Yeah, and I remember all of this. It's all coming back to me. It's just a wonderful feeling. There we go.
Yeah, the game really rewards you if you kind of slow down and strategize a bit rather than just rushing through it.
Yep, exactly. There's no time limit. The only time when maybe you might feel a little bit pressed for time is if you get those experience boosts. But other than that, yeah, there's no time limit. So one of the best things I could say is, yeah, take your time, think about it before you jump right in, because there might be some times where you'll just jump right into a pit of spikes, so you'll be surrounded by enemies, especially in the final stage. Like the final stage especially, yeah, you need to slow down. See, again, all this gains experience. There we go. It might seem a little tedious, but trust me, it's worth it. Now, one thing you want to be careful here. There we go. You don't want to shoot a boomerang there, because that'll take that out. Ah, I missed it. Oh, well, it's fine. But yeah, Andy, if you I know one thing you haven't we haven't really talked about yet. Did you want to talk about the giveaway? Because we haven't gotten a chance to talk about that yet.
Oh yeah, gosh, I'm so dumb about that.
Oh,
yeah,
you're
so
good.
Giving away a copy of each Sol-Deace and El Viento. I'll do the command right now, but click on that link for the giveaway. You can enter for the next 24 hours, and then we'll choose a winner. It could be in anywhere around the world, as long as we can ship to it.
There you go. The thing is creepy. Yeah, so I Strike, you know why it scared me as a kid now. Okay, it's not there. Oops. Cool. Now, here's the thing. There's 2 ways you can go about this. It's best to just take the bottom route, because there's nothing up there. It's kind of a trap. There's nothing up there for you to go through. But, yep, there we go. See, a lot of times when I've streamed this myself, I've missed that right there, and I wind up taking some damage from the spikes. I did it right today. Right on.
Oh yeah, is there a way you can heighten my volume? I guess people can't hear me that well.
Oh, hi, your volume? Yeah, I got you. Okay, how about now?
Test 1, 2, 3. Better. Chat. Hello.
All right, Leah, let me know if that sounds a little bit better for you. Much better? Okay, cool.
All right,
Very
great.
cool.
Perfect. Perfect. Explosions everywhere.
Right? I can't remember if there's a health pack here or not.
I think there is.
Nope. I guess not. Oh well. I know there's some actual 10-point health packs that are coming up, but oh, here they are.
I guess we should also mention the way the magic in this game works. Your MP does recover after you cast it, and you hold down the magic button, and it'll move to the next spell.
Right. So if you hold it down, notice how it's flickering between each one. You can quickly reset. Like say if you accidentally let go of one, you can quickly reset it just by shooting a regular fireball. And the more experience you get, the quicker it recharges. It's like right now I'm gonna use that water so I can get that extra 10. There we go. Also the transparency effects right here too. Again, this that hey Wolfteam, we're gonna humble show off just a little bit what we can do.
Yeah, it's incredible what they've done on each of the releases. With the variety of graphics and audio.
Yep, and that's animation herself. Okay, this boss. Run! All right.
Oh, the electric one, yep.
Yep. Run. You could die very quickly right here. Oh, wait, I didn't trigger it? That was interesting.
Huh.
I've actually never had that happen before where I've hit it and it didn't trigger the electricity. That's weird. Huh.
Speedrun tactics.
See how Vincent, putting his hands in all his business. He has no idea what he's doing. So you're right. Now I'm just wondering really like, imagine if El Viento, or even just the Ernest Evans, just the whole saga, like imagine if they had gotten an anime in some capacity. That would just be, oh bless you. That would have been wonderful if we did, especially for the time.
Yeah, I think it would have been good. The story is solid enough that it could even like have made the leap over here.
Oh, totally. I think it could have. I'm just imagining some of the familiar like English voice actors that I could just picture in those roles. Because I followed a lot of ADVision, formerly ADV Films. They were based where I live in Houston. So like I'm already like picturing many of the voices to go with these characters with that. All right. Well, thanks for the GGs. Now this stage introduces the bats. Now this is what you were talking about.
Yep.
Slowing down. The wind ability is your best friend here. And they do respawn. So you have to be careful. If you go back too far, they will respawn.
Yeah, my first few playthroughs of this is where I kept dying.
Yep. And then when the gargoyles, as soon as they lift their wings open, hit them with the wind.
Also, the fact that Wolfteam animated the outdoors through the windows when they didn't really need to.
Now, here's a little modern fact about Wolfteam. Many of Wolfteam's members went on to work for Namco, who went on to make the Tales of series.
Yep.
So if you think on if it weren't for El Viento, we might not have the Tales of games. So it's pretty awesome.
The last game Wolfteam came up with was the first Tales game.
Yep. I know the swamp monster's coming up. There he is. This is where my favorite ability would really come in handy, but we don't have it yet. There we go.
Yeah, Fantasia, that's right.
Yep, just use your boomerangs right here. Because they'll keep spawning bats if you don't kill them. And it's not worth it to take the time to try to charge your magic because they'll just keep shooting out bats. I can't remember if there's anything here or not. I don't think so. Nope, that's just a dead end.
Yeah, that is very interesting. El Viento never got a Sega CD release, and all the other two games of the trilogy did.
But as you mentioned earlier, it was so strange about how the other two games got Sega CD releases, but never came to America. Yet Ernest Evans got a CD release, but only the Genesis version came to America.
Yep.
Sol-Deace, same thing. Like Sol-Deace, the Genesis version is exclusive to the West, but in Japan, I'm sorry. Yeah, the Genesis version is exclusive only to the West, but the Sega CD version did get a Western release.
Yeah,
very odd.
Sol-Deace is a very weird.
It is.
Thing that happened.
Oh, nope.
I'm still in the camp that says that they abandoned Sol-Deace after they released it and went with Sol-Deace because people can play Soul Feces, but
it's possible. It is possible. All right, power number 4, my favorite. The bomb. I don't know what the official name of it is, but generally it's just a gigantic explosion.
I don't know. Let me look at the manual.
What is the official name for this? I'm trying to remember what they call it. It's just called Explosion. Yeah, it's just called Explosion.
Yeah.
So what's interesting is that I just realized that too, the manual only, unless if this is something that you will change in your version of the manual only shows the first 4 spells. It doesn't show the 5th spell. Which is crazy.
Fireball, Water Current, Wind Cutter, Explosion, and Seeker charges.
Yep. Now you have to aim it right, but if you aim it right, it takes out most enemies in 1 hit. But you gotta time it right.
Yep.
Or hit a wall when it's surrounding it. Hit something else when it's surrounding, because basically the blast radius will kill it. Oh, all right, this boss. The only way to hurt it is with your boomerangs. Oop, wrong. So really, the only way you can get rid of it is by using either the wind or the explosion. And I find it's better for me to use the wind here.
Yeah, wind's easier. Charges it faster too.
Yep, there we go. It's Ernest! I told y'all he's just basically Bishonen Indiana Jones. He is. Look how pretty he is.
I wonder if that was also one of the reasons why he didn't blow up over here. Is they just didn't want to get in trouble with the Indiana Jones franchise.
Maybe, but if you think about it, I mean, what about stuff like Spelunker and Spelunky, or like even the Super Pitfall games, like those also, or Pitfall, the Mayan Adventure, like stuff like that has a lot of correlations with Indiana Jones. I don't think that's the. I don't think that I mean, it's possible that they didn't want to get in trouble, but I don't know. Maybe. I mean, we did get Ernest Evans, but
can't forget Bayou Billy.
Yep, The Adventures of Bayou Billy. Yep. I've had multiple people ask me if I would actually play it on my stream. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. It's hard.
I just remember the controls are being tough.
They are. They absolutely are. Oh yeah, the Mickey Mouse bars.
Oh.
So this is the. Because we're in Detroit right now, right?
Yeah, this is the car factory.
Yep.
That for some reason doesn't have cars on the conveyor belts. Just in the background.
Which is weird. Oh, come on, come here. Yeah, you gotta be careful because the parts will still continue to come on the conveyor belt, so you just have to keep jumping to avoid them. Oh, you gotta climb this way. There we go. So, but notice how much easier the game gets because I have all this health. And that's what I always tell people too. Even if you die on the final stage and you have to continue, or if you die if you continue, you get to keep all of your experience, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you keep all of your experience. That does make it a little bit easier. So, oh, this is the tough part. All right, power number 5.
There we go.
The homing star. An absolute necessity in the final stage. You will need this weapon. You will need this magic.
It also gets you crazy amounts of XP.
It does. It definitely does. There we go.
I believe it's 3 continues.
Nope, 3 continues. It's 3 card Monty.
Oh yeah, this is the game show boss.
And I always wonder, I was like, where were they kind of getting at with this? But I guess it's a different change of pace.
Yep. I just remember when I got here, I'm like, what is this goofy music and what am I doing?
Yeah, you can't mess up too much because it actually does take a lot of health if you mess up. Got him.
Nice.
The shell game, yep. Oh, it's Siegfried. Which is honestly, this is Siegfried here is kind of one of the reasons why the story, there's so much more story to unfold. We only get like a little snippet of Siegfried's past. And I know there's more, but unfortunately, we didn't get to experience it.
Yeah,
I know the
game
truth quite
is
well.
good to introduce different characters and they all look really cool, but it definitely needed a manga, a comic, a show to really stitch it all together.
Yes. And plus his suit is just awesome.
Mm-hmm.
It's everybody's character designs are just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Now we're going to the Empire State Building. But first we got to get on a blimp.
Oh yeah, the blimp stage.
Yeah, and Kid Fenris, you're right. It's it does have a lot of voice acting. Ernest Evans' Sega CD has a lot of voice acting too. Just unfortunately, it's all in Japanese. So unless you know Japanese, it is kind of unfortunate. But it's still really cool though.
I believe this is one of the shortest stages too.
It is. This stage is very short. Literally, that's it. You gotta climb your way here. Another way, I'm just like, I always see people die right there. It's like, nope, just use the homing magic. Or you can use the explosion too, that works too.
Yeah.
I never expect you to manage making Vincent DeMarco break off from us. See it, but now what's gonna happen to Vincent DeMarco? See, again, there's so many ties that are left untold in this.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not too late. I mean, Edia they could make it happen. They could do something.
Hey, if Double Dragon can do it, anybody can.
Yes, exactly. We're getting a new Double Dragon game this week, even. So I'm just like, yeah, why not? Why not? Edia, if you're listening, if you're watching, give us more. We want more. We want more. All right. Already beginning. The bats here are relentless. Absolutely relentless. So this is where what Andy said really comes into play. Take your time. Oh, they're coming from below now.
Bats exploding.
Everything explodes. Ugh. Goodness. Yeah, this right here is... This is where I see so many people die. and myself included. Explosions work pretty well too. But to me, just this one scene right here, that's the toughest part of the whole stage.
Yeah.
If you can get past there with at least like half your health, you'll be okay. Oops. There we go. Let's go. What? Oh, of course it expired like right when I was done. Homing enemies are the worst. I agree. Actually, hold up. We're gonna do things a little different right here.
Pop it underneath them.
Yep, because those enemies you can only attack from the back. If you try attacking them in the front, they just no-sell everything.
Gosh, it still doesn't take me out.
Oh right, I forgot. We gotta hit the lever. It doesn't. Yeah, it is relentless. There we go. You gotta run. Like, you really gotta run. We'll see how this goes. I feel like I've lost a little too much health. We'll see what happens. Oh! See, and then you got some slowdown right here. Nope, went the wrong way. Oh, why didn't it move up? Okay, we got it. Okay, we're okay. Oh, wow. Wow.
Oh, no.
Wow. Yeah, see that? I completely bumped that. It's okay. I'm still trying to figure out why it triggers that. It shouldn't, but I don't know why it did. There we go.
So far, no death.
Yeah, we're doing okay for now, but... I am concerned once we get to the final boss, though. That's how I'm concerned. I won't have enough health.
Yeah, and then puts you back at the start of the stage.
Yep. That's okay, though. If we do, it's all good. Nope, nope, not here. Oh, why? Hold on. There we go. Okay, one more room. It's been a no-death run so far. So far! But it wouldn't be the first time that I've died on this stage, though. When trying to do a full run of this game. Hang on. Hang on, hang on. Gotta time it right. There we go.
Just come out of
Oh,
so quick.
they do. They are relentless. Oh, we got lucky on that. Oh, is he dead? Okay, that one's dead. Good. Keep going, keep going. There we go. This is that one right there. I was trying to take out. The one that was sitting right there in the corner. And they respawn so quickly. Oh.
I don't think there's any
Okay,
health.
well, nope. No health pickups in this stage at all. All right. We'll do our best. Oh, wait, no, there is one more room. Oh, I forgot there's one more room. Yeah. Oh, there is a health power up there. Oh, good, good, good.
Oh. That's something.
Come on. Well, yep, it's better than nothing. I'll give it that. All right. It's, hold on. Okay, this one first. Oh, wow. Wow. Did you see how it went through the wall? Straight up went through the wall. There we go. Drop that down here. Oh, come on. And I gotta hit this one. All right, that did it. I knew another one was coming. I was like, nope. Oh, what? Get up, just get up there, just get up there. Okay, there we go. All right, here we go.
All right.
Now you gotta wait for it to appear. Ah. The only problem is that the explosion is really the best weapon. The only downside is it's trying to connect with it. That's the hard part. Oh, it pushed me to the other side. You can push them. The wind doesn't do a whole lot of damage, unfortunately.
No, it's usually just the last two spells that can help you here.
Oh, come on. Come on. Not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad. I only take like maybe 2 more hits though. Oh, come on. Yes, there it is. Woo,
Nice.
deathless.
Oh,
We did it again. We did it again. Oh, and this ending.
the sad ending.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty brutal, to be honest.
It is. And then I can imagine, like I said, growing up with this, seeing that for the first time. I can only really think of one other retro game that I played as a kid that had like such a gruesome scene with all the blood that I can remember off the top of my head was Ninja Gaiden 2 on the NES. You get that one scene where like basically what's her face gets stabbed and you see the blood on the ground. Like I never would have expected that in this game. But yeah, this game is just, it's an incredible experience. It really is. Yeah, thanks y'all. Thanks for the GGs. And then yeah, like it says there in the chat, so definitely pick this up. I mean, I know I am. But yeah, and everything, it ends this week. It's like the sales end this week. But then yeah, there you go. You're putting the giveaway in the chat right now. So
Either pick up a copy, enter the giveaway. You got yourself a couple opportunities to grab El Viento, and we'll be looking at Sol-Deace soon after this plays out.
sure. Are there any other cool things about El Viento that that you wanted to talk about?
I mean, I guess we can talk about more about the art. What was? Gosh, I always forget his name. Was it Yamamoto? Yeah, I think it was not Yamamoto. Gosh, why am I blanking out on his name?
I'm actually blanking on his name too.
But he joined Wolfteam. He participated in the development of two games, and then also added line pencil work for a couple other games. One of them being Sol-Deace. He's in the special thanks sections. But he went on to become a manga artist. One of the first mangas he did was the El Viento manga, which went on for I want to say 4 to 6 issues. Was it? They were really short.
Which never got localized, unfortunately.
Never got localized. Some people have been working on translating and stuff like that. The artwork is amazing in it.
It is. It's incredible.
It's also very Japanese. Yeah, some cultural divide still exists there.
So it's just really interesting how they're going to do how if anybody does take on the task of trying to translate it, how they would do it, right? But again, just going off to this is just an incredible set here. and it's beautiful. But yeah, and
I
once
should
again,
add-
big Sadie on that.
I should add too the artwork that Idia provided for us for this. It's actually just a big old canvas that they did for that, and so they scanned it for us, and we're like, wow. I honestly thought it was like paper and line art. No, it's canvas, so it's pretty cool. Oh, that's his name, Kazutoshi Yamane. Um, and he would go on to make. I think he also did some work on. I don't think I'm correct on this. I saw a listing for this. They said Berserk as well.
Oh, really?
Apparently, I think he did like some covers or something, but he would go on to do, gosh, I want to say like 12 volume series and such stuff like that. His artwork is very distinct and still looks amazing.
Nice.
Now, so if you want to
Nice.
look at that. He also did Arcus Odyssey too.
I was about to say, I could have sworn that there were some parallels between that and Arcus Odyssey there too. I thought so. All right, well then, yeah, I guess with El Viento done, I guess we'll move on to Sol-Deace. So,
Sure.
heck, right within the hour too. Beautiful. Well played again. Steph knows.
All right, so I guess a quick touch up on Sol-Deace. It originally released as Sol-Feace in Japan on the Sega CD. This is right around the time when the Sega CD was just releasing. And so they decided that Sol-Deace would end up becoming one of the release games. And in Europe, it was actually packed in with Commando, I believe.
Is it Commando or Cobra Command?
Cobra Command, sorry.
It's Cobra Command,
Cobra
yeah.
Command. It was a 2-disc release that was packed in with the console itself. So you had Sol-Feace, Cobra Command in Europe. You had Sol-Feace separately from the console in Japan, and Sol-Feace separately from the US version. No, wait, was it also packed in? I think it was also packed in.
It was. The Sol-Feace was packed in the US. Now, Cobra Command was not, but Sol-Feace was.
Yeah, so in the US, it was a pack-in game. So a lot of people were experienced with Sol-Feace on the Sega CD. That one had some anime cutscenes at the beginning, but overall, it's 1-to-1 with the cartridge release. The only exception being that the cartridge has a bit more story near the end than the Sega CD version has. But other than that, it's a really simple shooter that can be very difficult. And the only reason it's simple is because you have the one-button shot. ABC just shoots.
Yep, that's it. There's no like speed additions. There's various power-ups that you can actually get to power up both your top and your bottom portion of your ship, but there's a lot more depth to it. But we'll see that once we get into the game. But here's the release. So there's the Retrobit release for it. And compared to, like, say, this is the one that, compared to, like I said, I have the original Sol-Deace as well. And this one, I think y'all did an absolutely tremendous job on the art for the slipcover for this one. This is gorgeous. Especially, look at the details on that. Look at the golden etching of the Sol-Deace logo here at the bottom. The way that the matte finish makes everything just pop. And look at the back. Again, just all the details of all the different stages, some of the bosses, some of the extra weapons you can see are all just right there on the back. This is beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, we wanted to make this one special because a lot of people kind of gloss over Sol-Deace. Like, it's just Sol-Feace without cutscenes. But it's a very, very good shooter, especially on the Genesis. I think it holds up even to, like, the other popular titles, be it, Glaylancer, or Gyros or stuff like that. Like,
oh, absolutely.
It's a different experience for sure.
And I can tell you firsthand, Renovation has several different shooters in their hand. This one's definitely easier than Gaiara's. I was there when you had the Gaiara stream with Radical Reggie. Yeah. And I was like, oh, he is so feeling it, because I knew it. It's like, Gaiara is such a tough game. Sol-Deace is a lot more balanced, and I'd probably be safe to say that. And I love shmups. I love side-scrolling vertical shooters. Sol-Deace is probably one of the most balanced shooters that you can get on the system. It's simple, like Andy said. It's very simple, but it is very approachable. I know a buddy of mine, Gamers Block Rival, actually mentioned. He asked me, "Hey, what are some shooters like to get started? Like, what are ones that are not gonna, completely just kill me right off the bat?" And I mentioned Sol-Deace being one of them. And it's like, this is one that's easy to just for anyone to pick up and go. But then this one also, I'll show you the slipcover art for this too. So this is basically, I didn't even show this part here either. So this is essentially the American box. This is the box that we got here officially in the United States. do that. And show you the other side. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Again, absolutely beautiful. Now, for me, so with the El Viento, just because of my my soft spot I have for the American box art, for this one, I'm flipping it over. It's like, I much prefer this box art. I mean, nothing against the Western one, but this one's awesome.
Yeah.
So I'm flipping it over. And what's on the inside, so here's the cartridge. It's a clear shell, but actually it's a sparkly clear shell to mimic space. This is beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful. Same sort of style with the logo as on the slipcover box, and then on the back, you see the ship with the sticker that's on the bottom, with the Retrobit sticker on the bottom. And yeah, this is beautiful, once again.
Thank you.
And your certificate of authenticity. Now, I did notice the certificate of authenticity for this one. Well, I guess it does have that same sort of grid pattern as the El Viento one. Maybe I just missed that, but in any case, yep. It's like there's your certificate of authenticity that you'll get for pre-ordering it. Here's the manual. And again, same case, like once you actually have the official ones that come out, they'll be a lot more fleshed in. But this is essentially what the art will look like for the manual.
Yes.
So, but there you
Manual
go.
still in production, but yes, that's what the cover will be.
Yep. Dig the Renovation Products logo on the back. But the Sol-Deace release comes with something that the El Viento release doesn't. This one also comes with a poster. And not only is it a poster, it's a dual-sided poster, no less. So check this out. And let me see if I can back up a little tiny bit so you can see it better. There we go. Really, nice. The mic's not showing it. So there it is horizontally. But there we go. The backside is vertical. Check that out. Look at that. Again, absolutely beautiful. I love this. This is going up on my wall. This is absolutely going up on my wall. Like, that's beautiful. Beautiful. Doesn't it? Yeah, it's like it looks so cool.
Yeah, so. That reverse artwork, I believe, is from the Japanese Sega CD. Isn't it?
The Japanese version? Okay. I don't have the Japanese version for Sol-Deace, so yeah. That one I'm not familiar with, so that's cool.
Yeah.
All right. So that being said, let me go ahead and I'll pack everything back in here and we'll get started on the game. Real quick. All right. There we go.
Oh yeah, I'll do that right now.
Perfect. All right. So yeah, and I'll show it off again a little bit later. We'll show off both of them again a little bit later, but all right, let's dig into Sol-Deace. This is a great one. It really, really is a great one. And you're absolutely right. I feel like this is one that out of all the Wolfteam and the Renovation products, this is the one that kind of slips under, that a lot of people don't really catch. So you can adjust your speed here in the options. I like to keep it at middle. I mean, just because that's what I started with. That's what I grew up with. So I like to keep it in the middle. This one does have difficulty adjustments between normal and advanced. Now, actually, let me go ahead and ask this here, because I always have to wonder this with any retro games. Andy, if you pick the lower difficulty, do you get, like, does it keep you from preventing to see the rest of the game? Like, is there no, this is, now you must play advanced mode to unlock something else? Is there something there? Like, what's the main reason to try to go with advanced versus normal, other than just to have a bigger challenge? Or is there any?
I think they like a different end screen.
Yeah, like, is there something bonus?
I believe I think it's a different end screen, but I'll have to look that up. I forgot.
Okay, I'm not sure. That's why I was asking. So, again, because I always like knowing that there is a reason to play on a higher difficulty beyond just, challenging yourself a little bit higher. Or even worse off, you don't get to either play the full game, or you get like a bad ending or a different ending or something like that by playing on easy mode. So, but there is no easy mode in this one. It's only normal and advanced. So, all right, let's do it.
And just to show you how little people remember of Sol-Deace, Sol-Deace isn't even a category on Twitch.
Really?
It's on Sol-Feast.
Oh, that happened to me. That happened to me last week. I wanted to play Decap Attack on Genesis, and it doesn't have a category. No, that's crazy. So Sol-Deace doesn't have one. Does Sol-Feast have one?
Yeah, only Sol-Feast does.
Okay, interesting. I wonder if maybe just because that's what it's called. Oh wow. Maybe that's what it's called globally. Maybe?
I mean, there's not too much of a difference, so it's not like terrible, but at the same time,
It's still
funny.
just odd. Yeah, it's very odd. I don't know, Twitch is weird like that sometimes. There we go.
Yeah, because Twitch runs off of the giant bomb database, right?
I'm not sure, honestly. I've never really looked into that. So it could.
So one interesting mechanic about Sol-Deace or Sol-Feast, whichever, if you are not firing your gun and you move forward, back, up, or down, it changes the way your little wings are angled.
Yep, you see it? I'm doing it right now. So if you move to the left or to the right, it opens them up. And then when you start shooting, it'll hold it in place until you let go. And that's the other thing too, is that it might seem like it's a little bit easier, but keep in mind, this is also a shooter that does not have smart bombs.
Yeah.
So
There's only 4 upgrades, which is not too much. Even the grenade ones, like that you get towards the end of the game, it's good, but it's difficult to control because they fire from an angle.
But at least we got the missile in the main shot for this, because you can actually get the missile or the other upgrades to your top firing weapon and your bottom firing weapon too.
Mm-hmm.
Your top, like your above gun and your bottom gun. I'm not sure what they're called. But in case there's something like this, yeah, you want to shoot in the middle. So here comes that Wolfteam scaling effect I was talking about.
Yeah.
See the rotations of the trash that it's throwing at you? Very cool. And you can only shoot it in the brain or in the mouth.
It's a very R-type kind of boss.
It is. And I guess that's probably one game that it probably draws some immediate comparisons to, is R-Type.
Yeah, I mean, by this point, the arcade for R-Type was super popular.
Mm-hmm. Sleus Moon. Break to the enemy's arsenal. There we go.
By Silius, they mean serious.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. A little mistranslation, but that's how it will stay.
Yep, keep it accurate. No need to change it.
So I guess to speak about the story, because this game actually has a story. It's like, what, the year 3000 plus, third millennia at this point. Humans are now scattered all over the star systems around the Milky Way. And in order to kind of better communicate with one another, they decide to develop some sort of AI that can assist them with keeping, order. And when they made it, soon after they developed it and created it, it just decided to go haywire, and
of course.
Became started to believe in machine superiority. So that's why you're being attacked by machines. And so the remaining humans decided to gather up a resistance, I believe in the Sirius star system. And one of the people who joined them was one Dr. Deace, or Dr. Feast in the other games. And together with other scientists, they developed this starfighter that would be capable of resisting the machine's control and also having the firepower to actually destroy it. But by the time they actually were ready to launch it, they were attacked. Dr. Deace was murdered, along with many other people, and so they just had to launch with whoever was capable. And so you have 2 people along with the pilot being you, who are joining you on this journey, and that is, I believe, Navigator Eric. Yeah, Ship Navigator Eric and Weapons Commander Misao.
Oh.
So those are the two people who are on the poster. There's Eric and Misao.
Okay, that makes sense.
So yeah, now you're on your way to destroy the big chatbot AI and save the galaxy.
These shots are so small too. Ooh. So notice, yeah, I wanted to extend the shot out, even though it doesn't do as much damage as my laser. I wanted to extend the shot out. Oh.
Yep.
Oh, wow. Okay, so actually that's like a flamethrower style shot. There we go.
Yeah, one thing that's kind of off-putting a little bit, not off-putting, but I guess like misleading, I guess is the better word. Some of the bosses and mid-bosses are really easy.
Yes. I do remember that. Like, we'll have a couple of bosses in between that are just super easy to plow through, and then one on like the third or fourth stage is one that just completely just nails you upside the head.
Yeah. Kind of like Glay Lancer, but not as prominent. Because
Right.
I guess in Glay Lancer, they want you to like move to the upper difficulties.
Oh, Glay Lancer though. Oof. That's a whole nother thing when dealing with shooters. Very familiar with Glay Lancer. So that's a whole nother one that I'm like, great game. But you gotta put in the work for that game though.
Yep.
Double laser. Again, look at that scrolling at the bottom. Look at that parallax scrolling on the bottom there. Beautiful. Even though it does give me a little bit of reminiscence of Thunder Force 3. And it does remind me a lot of the fire stage in Thunder Force 3. But just beautiful. Again, just showing off. Whoa. Oh. And yet when you do die, you go back. I mean, well, you don't physically go back, but your weapons go back though.
Yeah.
If you lose it all. Wow.
Your weapons reset and you get like 2 seconds of invincibility.
Yep. That's where it kind of makes up for it being a little bit easier to get into. But wow, just see, we were talking about that. Just like that. Bam. Done. Whew. But we do get continues though.
Yes, plenty of continues. I think endless, right? Yeah.
It might be unlimited. I can't remember if it's unlimited or not. But that's cool.
Let me double check actually.
If it is unlimited, it's one of those cases where like the continue option will just go away.
Oh, yeah, you can keep continuing as much as you want, but if you die in the final stage and you decide to continue, it puts you back to stage 5.
Oh, okay. Interesting. So I was about to say maybe it pulls a little tiny Ninja Gaiden logic there. Oh, man. Yeah, it brought the heat. Oh, you can't touch the bottom. Oh.
Yeah.
Oof. That's brutal.
The cool thing, the game will throw power-ups at you right after you die. Yeah.
See, the thing is that trying to open up my ships that way I can hit from the bottom, but I don't have any room to move. Jeez. Whew. And again, that Motoi Sakuraba soundtrack just banging. Awesome. Whew. An artificial sun is hot like that. Hot like we're on the surface of the sun.
Yeah, I would say for the artificial star stage, the stage is harder than the boss.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Oh, see that I didn't even catch those before that were shooting the those missiles that have shrapnels on the end of it. So I guess that can kill you too.
Yep.
Oh, like that, like that.
Oh. Yep.
Jeez. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. Oh, man. Whew. Wow. Yeah, it definitely beefed up once we get to here.
Mm-hmm.
Right, Star Fox 64 level.
Now imagine if you had done advanced.
I know, right? It's like I think I've gotten this far. Because this is one I until today I hadn't played for a very long time. So I think I might have gotten this far when I was younger.
I guess that's another thing. There's only 6 stages, but as you can see, the game is very punishing.
Oh, okay. Oh, I thought there were more. Okay. I thought there were 8 for some reason.
Is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6.
Okay, cool. Very cool.
Although I have seen websites that cut stage 6 into 2 parts. I don't know why.
That's weird.
Maybe from Sol-Deace on the Sega CD. I don't know.
See, yeah, because if they're gonna crowd the front. Oh, whew, there we go. Oh, so close. Almost got it. Oh, great.
Yeah. You might need to angle your
I was trying.
one wing.
It's like I want to get that power up, but unfortunately, you gotta move quick. All right. Ooh. Ooh, I like this music.
Snake boss time? No, not yet.
Yep, there it is. Whoa. Okay, so how in the world do you hit it? Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Just keep the distance. This is one of those, yep, take your time sort of moments.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is the only method of attack that it has, but
Yeah, just watch out for the tongue. It's hard to see with the little tip.
yep. So as long as you stay back here, watch out for the blast radius of the little spit that it's actually throwing at you, and just stay back here, or at least. Whoa. Okay, got it. Ooh. That's cool. That's cool. Oh. Okay. Okay, I get it. I get it. That's neat.
I didn't know it had a second round. You can kill it in the first round.
I just gotta not die so much in the lead up to it. All right, we got this.
You got it this time. Yep.
Oh yeah, we got this. Oh right, I guess that's another thing I didn't even think about. When you're collecting power-ups, depending on the direction that you actually you collect the power-up in, you can actually have a multitude of different weapons. Like, say you can have your regular shot on your top weapon, you can have a laser in the middle, you can have the missiles in the bottom, depending on how you approach the power-up when they come up. So like, say, watch, I'm gonna go up with it. Now it's on the top. Oh, but now I died and I lost it all. But, oh jeez, this is not the time to die. There we go. Oh man. Trying to use those iframes so I can get away from them, because when there's 2 of them, yeah. That boss is not that hard. It's just this right here. Yeah, this right here is the hard part. Oh, I see. I wonder if maybe the better solution is to just survive rather than try to take it out. Aw.
You just gotta keep an eye for stuff that pop from the top and bottom.
Yep, because they'll go away. Like, if you don't take them out fast enough, they'll just fly off, and it doesn't matter. So probably best to just don't even try to attack, or I mean attack, but worry more about dodging than anything. Just survive. But I still stand by what I said, though. I mean, even though yes, the difficulty is So even though the difficulty is ramping up, I still think it's one of the most accessible shooters out there on the system.
Yeah.
There we go. Figure with this double laser, again, as long as I don't die, might be able to take out those two weapons a little bit easier.
Just angle your wings now while you have the room.
Yep, like that. Ooh. Here we go.
Yeah,
Oh, come on, man. That was so close. Nope. Yeah, this right here is nuts. There we go. I probably should have put that on my top weapon rather than my middle weapon.
Yeah, but we'll see how it works.
It is. It's definitely well done. So where does it come to that side? It doesn't. What does it have? If I can destroy it here. Oh, I knew it. I saw it come too. I saw it coming down at the bottom. I don't know why I leaned towards it.
Dang.
Oh well. You will not survive. Nah, we will. We got this. Let me stretch up a little bit. And then everybody in the chat, if you haven't entered in for the giveaway, be sure to enter in for the giveaway. If you haven't yet. Oh, wow. Let's just die at the beginning. Oh, and I missed it. It was either that or I was gonna die. Well, we only have to do it 2 of them rather than 3 of them. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna watch out for the multitude of stuff that's coming now.
Yep.
There we go. This is the combination I wanted.
Oh, we're close.
Don't worry about it. Oh. We're almost there, we're almost there, we're almost there. Okay, good. There we go. That's an improvement. Because I know we can at least take out the missiles. There we go. Now I got it on the top.
Oh, that'll help.
If I say like roughly about here, I think I'll be fine. If I go back up here in this corner. There we go. Wait, no, no, no. There we go. That's what I wanted. A little bit less. Ah, see, that one got a shot all the way to the back that time. Oh, no. Okay. I was trying to get to that corner quick enough. But at least now I can see the pattern. Yeah, so you do not want to go in that corner. Yeah, don't go in that corner. I guess you just kind of have to act accordingly. I don't remember if the... yeah, because like you said, I'm pretty sure like between both versions are the same. Now, I'm wondering if some of the other Renovation shooters that actually came out around that time, I'm pretty sure... So I'm wondering like what area might have rights to and what they might not. I know that, I know they're already releasing Gaiaris and a couple of the others. I'm wondering like what's next. So, but yeah, but this is awesome.
Yeah, they have a really good, strong library. And hopefully we can dip back into soon.
Totally. Actually, I kind of want to keep what I got. Or not.
It's a lot of traffic on this artificial sun.
I know, right? Can't even move right here. Yeah, right. That's a... Yeah, it's definitely brutal right there. You have no room to move.
I wonder if the players who try to destroy one of them as they're starting to come out from one of the sides.
Well, that's what I tried to do the first time. Just focus on one of them and try to destroy it real quick. But unfortunately, I couldn't do it. See, I didn't get this far last night when, because truth be told, Chad, I did practice a little tiny bit last night, just to kind of refamiliarize myself with the game. It had been so long, but I didn't get this far though. Yeah, I think I just need to play a little bit more defensively. See, even again, look at the angle of the laser, using that rotation there. That's so cool. Oh man. Nope, I was about to say, do they possibly not reach the entire screen? But yeah, they do.
They do.
They do.
You can destroy their rockets with your own shots. So, like, just charge into where there's a bunch of rockets and hopefully they don't charge there.
Oh, yeah. But it's one of those, you gotta be quick, though. Oh. There we go. If I keep it right about that angle, I think we'll be okay. So first when that happened, I didn't see the arm. Oh, I forgot. Like, I didn't see the arm, and I completely forgot. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna try something else. I'm just gonna stay up here. Yeah, and just come down whenever a shot comes my way, that's all. Nope. There we go. There we go. All right.
Hey.
Right on. Warning, an enemy cruise ship is approaching fast. This ain't Darius.
So if you remember, I don't know if you played the Glade Lancer stage, but it's kind of similar.
Yes. Oh yeah, I can definitely see it. We're taking down an entire ship bit by bit. Yep. Definitely Glade Lancer vibes.
The tiny turrets are the worst.
Yeah, and also considering like how, so I wasn't sure if I could touch that or not. I guess I can. Whoa, what? Yeah, you can touch up here. Okay, I didn't know if you could touch that or not.
Yeah, you can.
All right, looks like almost everything you can shoot down except for the small shots. But everything else you can touch down.
It's also similar to Gyros in that even though you have like a full screen, you can kind of go up and down a little bit.
Yeah, you can push the screen up just a little tiny bit here. It's not static.
But on this stage it's a little annoying because sometimes you get shot from way off screen, and it's because the stage has locked you into where you're going to rather than where you are right now. It's kind of annoying.
Right, so it's the Thunder Force 4 issue. Like on some of the stages in Thunder Force 4 will do that. Like right now, what you're talking about, I'm getting shot at by things up above that I can't. Whoa!
Impossible for you to go.
I can't shoot. Yeah, now I can shoot them, but it's too late. Dang. Wow. Okay, so you gotta take those. You gotta take those out quick.
Yeah. So
or know the pattern.
The moment you see even a tiny little pixel of them, then they become active. Then you can destroy them.
But do the other portions still continue to light their electricity if you take down any of them?
You can actually shoot the electricity dudes as soon as they pop in.
Okay.
And if you destroy one, the others will still shoot the electricity, but they won't be able to make a full box.
That's what I was wondering. Like if you do, oh crap! Like if you do shoot them down, do they still have their full power, or do they still have any power? To hey, you destroy one of them, none of them work. Okay, so I get it. Hey, me Machine Dean. Appreciate the raid. That's cool. I know he's probably played this, or at least in some capacity. But yeah, like I said, if you haven't played this, it's good. It's real good.
Yep.
And that soundtrack again. Motoi Sakuraba is one of my favorite composers. So pretty much anything they do, I'm on board. I always joke about that too, like in my chat and with people that I know. You can always tell on the Genesis, at least, you can always tell a Motoi Sakuraba soundtrack from the claps.
Yeah.
That's how you know.
The snare claps.
Oh. Nope, can't do that. I thought, well, maybe I could cheese that right there. Nope, you sure can't. You just gotta stay back. Whoa. Okay, I was about to say, am I doing damage? Oh no, they do still stay connected.
Oh, they do? What?
Interesting. Oh no. Okay, yeah, this is cool. Ah, lame.
Yeah, everything's after you.
Yeah, that's awesome. But yeah, Raiders, welcome in. We are doing a giveaway for the game too. It's like, there you go. There you go. Perfect. We are doing a giveaway for both this and the El Viento release as well, or at least Retrobit. Me on behalf of Retrobit. But yeah, they're doing a giveaway for it. Sandy, you said when you were growing up, you weren't you didn't really catch on to Sega until a little bit later.
Yeah, for me, like growing up, it was NES. Well, actually, no, it was 2600.
Nice.
SNES. And then Apple computer.
Oh, there you go.
For a long time, Apple IIe or whatever, and then we kind of switched between N64 and PlayStation. And it wasn't until like I was in college that my roommate had the Tower of Power.
Nice.
And I was like, what is that monstrosity? We would joke about it all the time. And then like, we would play games on it. He had a lot of sports games, unfortunately, so I didn't really get to experience like the full library of what was possible.
Well, that was one of the things that Genesis was known for.
Yeah,
so that's understandable.
Yeah, definitely, and it was fun. But then around when I was in college, was that PlayStation 2 was out. But okay. I was just like, I just didn't get it. Like at that point, there were no games that really interested me on it. So like, I would borrow someone else's consoles while they play their PlayStation 2, and that usually was their Dreamcast or the Saturn. or on one occasion it was even like a 32X Genesis.
Nice.
So, I would go to, at that point there was like where I lived, there was still like a rental store that was still renting Genesis titles. And so I
Nice.
just go in, drop 10, and rent like 20 games for a month.
There you go. See, we basically were where we grew up. There was a drugstore called Farmore, and they always had dollar rentals. So like dollar rentals pretty much for 3 days. So we go in there Friday night, like after school, and before college. So we go in there Friday nights after school, like assuming that I would do all my homework and everything. We would get those dollar rentals. And that's one of the reasons why I got so familiar with the Genesis library, was because I got a chance to play so many games because my mom and I would rent them for $1.
Yeah.
And yeah, sure enough, El Viento. But fun fact about me, this is the best thing about this too, the very first game I ever remember renting for the Genesis, and it was purely on the box art, it was Valis 3. I had never heard of Valis before in my life. I saw, that's what I get for not paying attention. I was just like, whoa. That's nuts. That's cool. That's cool.
I would say he's one of the best bosses in the game.
Oof. This is some oh goodness, what's the name of it on the NES? I forgot the name of the Abadox. That's it. It's like some Abadox vibes here. Okay, you can't shoot the eyeballs. I was wondering if you could. Ah, man. It's close. Close.
Yeah, the first Sega game I rented was Echo.
Echo the Dolphin? There you go. I love this boss. That boss is awesome. But you were saying that your first was around the Atari 2600. Mine was the Atari 5200. That was the first console. We started way back when, like the very first games that I remember playing that weren't in the arcade. So that's really where I first got started, was in the arcade. But beyond that, we had an Apple II GS, was the computer that we gamed on for that time, and then we got the Atari later on. Mainly because a lot of the games that I grew up with were games I played in the arcade with my dad. Which is one of the reasons why we got the Genesis, because the Genesis had, the arcade that I grew up with had literally like all the big Sega games you could muster. So it had Altered Beast, Space Harrier, Outrun, it had everything. And so, Genesis, bring the arcade home. And so my dad was like, yeah, I remember playing these games with you. And there were two things that kind of sweetened the deal on it. One was Sonic, because, Sonic. I had to have Sonic. And my dad was still kind of on the fence. My dad is a golfer, right? Arnold Palmer's Tournament Golf. Once he found that was a thing, he's like, okay, we're buying a Genesis. So, yep. And then pretty much it's become my favorite system. I love it. I love the library. I love so much about it. And that's why I do what I do. It's essentially what got me into wanting to do like YouTube and streaming and everything. It all comes back to Genesis.
Yeah, it's definitely a community, or it draws people into on the various games like you did with your dad.
It does. Oh, wow.
See, mine was weird because by the time I played the 2600, the NES had been out for like a year and a half.
Oh, so that makes sense.
So, like, I remember as a kid, I was like 4, and like my uncle brought an NES, and that was my first experience with it. I was terrible at it. And then we had family friends who visited us, and they were just like, hey, you want this? And it was a 2600 with like 8 games. I remember playing Moon Patrol, was it?
Yeah, Moon Patrol.
Yeah, I played Moon Patrol a lot. That, and we had the jacked up Pac-Man. And I say jacked up because it crashed randomly. It was not a very good cartridge.
The Atari 2600 Pac-Man. Are you sure it was your cartridge and it wasn't just 2600 Pac-Man?
Well, the label was completely sun bleached by that point, so I just assumed that something was wrong inside of it.
Maybe. It could be, but we know that the 2600 Pac-Man was not the best conversion, so I'd say I don't know if I'd want to say it was completely one quote unquote like a bum cartridge.
Yeah.
It could just be the game.
Was it Centipede that was on? Yeah, we had Centipede as well.
Yep.
I remember because my sisters hated that because the sound effects were so freaking loud.
Oh yeah. Those are classics though. Centipede, absolute classic. But they didn't really
Yeah.
have like, and I guess this is really this is one of the reasons why I am a big fan of shmups, is because the game that I remember first playing ever was in the arcade with my dad was an arcade shooter by the name of Vanguard. So that's the first game I remember playing. And so it makes sense. That's one of the reasons why I love games like Sol-Deace.
Yeah, but that 2600, I think we only played it sparingly. And it was because one of my friends in 2nd grade, he actually had a Neo Geo.
Really? Wow.
We're like, that thing's like $500 or whatever. And I went to his house and we're playing some like a beat 'em up game, and I was like, this is amazing. And I was begging my parents, I'm like, we need to get a console, we need to get something, and my sisters were down for it too, so we eventually got an NES. But like I said, by that time it's been like 1 or 2 years since the console had been released. But it was to our benefit because not only was there rental shops near us, swap meets near us, and those people were selling like Mario 2 for like $10 and stuff like that already.
Oh, that's gonna make this fight a lot harder. And then I got to take out the minions. There we go.
Yeah, you do.
I didn't know that could happen. That you could go ahead and immediately fight the boss without taking out all the enemies around you. Well, that sound effect is familiar. There we go. All right. But I mean, we had an NES too. We did. But the Genesis was really where it all began. That's the same thing I did last time. Dang. Whew.
The pattern
Also
will
love
change
the-
up.
I noticed it did change up. I actually really like the steaming that's coming off of the teeth too. That's cool. Again, just little details. Oh, that was close.
Oh,
All right,
nice.
got it. Could have easily bit it right there. Is this stage 5? All right, blow out the enemies based on Pluto. Oh, sweet. I'm gonna get power-ups right off the bat. I'll take that. What? Oh, they're coming from behind.
Yep.
What? Oh, you can't go through. Oh, dang.
Avoid the orange and they come from behind. Got it.
Wow.
Also,
The
you're
game
gonna have
goes.
to shoot the gates. Yep.
Game just straight up went airbuster on us.
This is Hellfire now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you were there for that stream when I actually streamed the Retrobit release of that too. And that yeah, Hellfire is another one that like kind of came out of nowhere for me. I didn't play that one when I was a kid.
Yeah, the weapon switching on that is very cool. Makes you kind of wish for an easier way to switch weapons because sometimes you have to like cycle through them.
Yep. This was like a left. Maybe if like B was your shot and then A would be to cycle weapons left and C would be to cycle your weapons right. Probably would make it a little bit easier, but
And the ultimate weapon was kind of pointless.
yeah.
Even Yuya-san admitted to it.
Ooh. Ah, I was gonna die either way. It's just very little room. And those, I guess those lasers don't trigger until you go past them.
Right. Well, until half of the screen passes by.
Oh, okay.
That bird thing's always weird.
Yeah, they make strange sound effects here. Oh. Whoa. Yeah, this is gonna be another case of, hey, just survive.
Mm-hmm.
Like, don't worry about trying to shoot everything down, just survive. Yep. They don't trigger into, wow.
Okay.
See, again, there's that Wolfteam rotation.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, you can. Let's say, can you take out that portion?
Okay, so this is a tough fight. You're just gonna have to survive, and then once this laser scrolls down, you need to hit it with as much as you can.
You just gotta time it. I guess you stay closer to the bottom of the screen, and it's immediately fly up whenever the laser makes its first shot.
You can also kill those turrets, or also go behind it, but it's really hard to kill them in time.
Yeah, but again, this might be another case of just taking your time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is not a fast boss to kill.
Oh man, I got too close. So but again, it's a tough game, but it's not too hard. Like you once you start getting into the groove of it, it's not as hard. But that one portion, like right before when the orange bars come up, is the toughest part.
Yep.
There we go. Just need to not die. I know, easier said than done, but yep. See, because if you die right there, you're pretty much. See, I forgot about the turrets there on the bottom too. So I don't know what's easier, to take the bottom path or to take the top path right there. If I die, maybe I'll oh my goodness. I would say if I die and have to continue, maybe I'll try taking that other path next time. Just to see.
Looks like a tight squeeze.
Oh, it absolutely is. Oh, right there it's tough too. Lots of bullets. Lots and lots of bullets.
Yeah.
Ooh. Can we do it? Because there's only one more stage after this. Like, can we do it?
I mean, if you can do stage 3, you can do this.
What? Well, that's unfortunate. Oh my goodness. I thought I was gonna avoid it, I didn't. Nope. Wow, I've already lost a lot of lives going into this. Yep. Man, this is not the run. It's okay. So at least this game gives you unlimited continues.
Yes.
Yep, I forgot about that. So you just gotta stay straight right there. Like, don't go up or down. Just stay straight as you're going through that path. That makes sense.
A little bit of memorization to do.
A little bit. I wish one of the weapons actually would give you the ability to shoot backwards, but man. There we go. Use the iframes right there to take them out. The green ship is not that bad. It's the orange ship that seeks you.
Yep.
Yep, you gotta take them out quick. All right, so right here, stay straight. Don't go up or down. Yep, there we go. Only move a little tiny bit up.
And here come all the bullets.
Yep. Oh. Cool. I was worried that maybe I wasn't gonna at least be able to get that power up. Oh, wow. Okay. I was just so concerned with trying to get that other power up that was coming that I missed it. Whew. Once again, I really appreciate y'all having me on today. Like, this has been wonderful.
It's a little bit of nostalgia and a little bit of discovery.
Yep. There we go. All right. So, oh man, I almost got through it. Almost got through it. I was so close. Oh, wow. That was close. Yeah, those orange ships actually take longer to take out than the green ones too, so it's something to think about. They take more shots. Oh, there we go. Whew.
Oh, close one.
We got this. And then the cubes. Or squares. I guess they're not really cubes. I think I was just there for them to show off. They don't really do much. It was just there for them to show off, that's all.
Alright. We gotta get some lives on this one.
So I got a different strategy. I'm not gonna worry about taking the ones in the back. Just worry about avoiding the laser. Because you don't have to, and just dodge their other shots. Because you don't have to take them out to defeat the boss, right? You just need to take out the laser in the main computer. Oh
yeah,
man.
The laser is the main boss.
But they did take out one, so. There we go.
Nice.
Just for posterity, let's take out that last turret. Oh, thanks, Street Breaker. All right, the enemy blow away the enemy's last defenses on the moon. Whoa. Yeah, if it's gonna have enemies on the ground, I better open up. Look at the planet in the background.
Yeah.
Again, stunning, stunning. Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, in this stage.
Oh, what the hell? Oh, what is this? What is this? Oh no.
Yeah, it slows you.
Oof. Sorry. Oh man. I was not expecting that. So I thought I was gonna die, but no, it's not. It just slows you down.
Yeah. And stage 5 again. I think. Wait,
no? No? I don't think so. No, it's the stage again. We're good.
Interesting. Okay.
Good.
That must be on Sol-Deace then.
Okay, good. Maybe it was something that they fixed. It was something that maybe people didn't like, and they took it away. Good. We don't want to have to go back, and I can't blame them.
Yeah, so
That's kind of mean.
A lot of the action is on the ground underneath you, unfortunately.
It's all right. That's why I got my missiles pointing down. Oh, there's no way to avoid that.
Yeah. You just gotta destroy everything on the ground and then get caught by it quick, and hopefully it wears off in time. I think if you're in fast mode, you can actually dodge it.
Okay, interesting. And they would have a mechanic like that that, depending on which speed you choose, you can avoid it or not. That's interesting.
I'll have to try that.
Oh, nope. So how do you avoid that? Oh man.
You just gotta kill him. I've taken a few deaths before I got him down.
Oh, but at least you can shoot. Okay, at least you can shoot through his arms, unlike that other boss that you have to shoot in the mouth. At least that one you can shoot through the arms.
I believe you can also pass through his arms too, except the red part, right?
Okay, you just have to watch out for the claws. All right, still got a little bit of time. I think we can do it. I think we can do it. If not, then I guess when I get to the letter S, I'll be trying it again.
How far away are you from the S's?
Oh, I'm very far. So what we're talking about is, because on my stream episode is Growing Up Genesis, where I'm doing all the Genesis games from A to Z. I'm very far away, and we're getting close to the end of D. So it's still a good ways away. Oh, yeah, only having that as my weapon is not very good. Because as you said, most of the enemies on the ground in this stage. Is there any way to shake it off? Or is it just there until you die? Okay. You have to not shoot.
Oh.
And then move from the left to right. That got rid of it. Interesting. All right, here we go. Yep, it's just like that other boss. Yep, you just gotta watch out for its claws, that's all. There we go, got it.
Missile command rockets come out from the bottom.
Right? And you got a little bit of a, maybe a bit of defender nod there with the way that these ships shoot at you. Oh, you can't deflect those missiles.
Oh. I forgot about these guys.
Okay, maybe you can't. Maybe you can. Maybe it's just with time. Maybe it just goes away over time, that's all. There we go. Oh, what? Nope. That didn't work. Oh, is it boss time? I think so. We got 4 lives, so not bad.
Yeah, this is a good run. This might be it.
Oh, those you can shoot down, though. It's the blue lasers you can't shoot. Whoa! Oh, what is that?
Ho, ho, ho.
Oh, there's no way to avoid that properly either. Oh, how? Oh my goodness, how? Oh, wow, just like that. How do you avoid that? It's like with it coming through in a circle like that.
You just gotta go up and down to avoid them as quick as possible.
Oh, okay.
It's not easy.
But I guess as soon as you see it coming, if you just shift up. Because if it's gonna go in a circle and track you, you might just have to shift up.
You have to just pay attention, like where they're looping, because when they loop up, they're gonna loop up on through the same pattern, and then when they loop down, it's you just gotta find space between you and the boss to avoid them. That's the part that sucks, is when they go to the bottom, they just cover your escape.
Ah, gotcha. That's a really tough
At least
part.
in my experience, it's very random.
Yeah, it looks like it's just overtime.
Mm-hmm.
Like it goes away over time, that's all. Yep, there it goes. You just have to endure it. Or take it out before it shoots the shot, but it comes from behind, so.
Yeah.
It's interesting because like with that boss though, everything wasn't so bad until we got to the, oh man. Like it wasn't bad until we got to the circular shot.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh. That's so good. Oh, he's giving up. Move. Oh. There we go. We didn't get him in time.
These wannabe Sol-Deace enemies.
Right? They look like you. It's like, hey, we have your technology too, you see? Ours are better. Like, no, obviously it's not, because I took you down easily.
Mm-hmm.
All right. This could be our last shot. So, we'll make it count. All right, let's do it. Okay, so I do see the visible damage there. All right. Oh no, because it shoots the second one. Oh, no. Wow, okay. Because there's no, okay, because even if you move up or down, the problem is that there's multiple of them. If it was just like one or two, it'd be easier to track down, but with four, man, dang, oh well. Oh well, we definitely tried.
You give it the best.
We did. We got all the way in there. So, but yeah, this is fantastic. This is absolutely fantastic. So yeah, I guess yeah, we'll take a look at we'll do an unboxing like one last time for each of them, and one last anything left that you wanted to tell everybody before we call it.
Sure. Just quick overview. The pre-orders for both of these games will close on Sunday. Please get your pre-orders in. We've got plenty of retailers in Europe, Tasmania Games, and Limited Run Games in North America. $59.99 each, I believe. And yeah, those will be hopefully by, if not end of the year, by early next year for delivery. Both of them are amazing games we had during the stream. I would also like to say thank you so much to G. You will be streaming today in a couple of hours.
Actually, in 1 hour.
In 1 hour.
Yeah, it's like I'll be streaming on my channel in 1 hour. So
there's his channel in the chat. Please give him a follow, and he has a lot more Sega goodness on his, as well as many other console action.
Yep, it's like if you love Sega, I'm definitely one of the fun places to be, or one of the most fun places to be. And yes, once again, thank y'all so much, Retrobit. Thank you so much for letting me be a part of not only just this, but because I just wanted to say too, because El Viento is one of my favorite games ever. Y'all heard me gushing when I was playing all through the game, so I really can't express how much more thankful I am to be a part of this. So thank you.
Yeah, and on top of that, thanks to you, and thanks to everyone who's ever done streams for us, even the people just here, just watching and chatting with us. We appreciate everyone's time. We hope you had fun, and if you're gonna pick up these games, please let us know when you get them. We'd like to see these unboxings and how they sit in your collections. It's very much a passion project of ours to continue releasing these hard to obtain games. I will drop a little hint here for the next one, maybe. I will say mechs. How's that?
Okay.
That's your clue. That's your only hint.
Okay.
I hope you
We'll
like
leave it
mechs.
on that. All right,
So,
awesome.
yeah, thank you so much, and I'll let you sign off as well.
Okay, well, thank y'all so much. Like I said, I'll be streaming on my channel later tonight. Once again, big thank you to everybody at Retrobit. Go check out their socials and see everything. The pre-orders end this weekend. And if you haven't entered in the giveaway, yes, I click those links before we head off to go enter in for the giveaway. But yeah, like I said, thank you so much to Retrobit and for letting me be a part of this. And I will see you all on the next stream, or I guess in my case, I'll see you on the next level. Retrobit will catch you on the next stream as well. So Andy, thank you again. And thank you all for watching. Appreciate it.
All right. Thank you, everybody.
All right, bye. Take care.